We're back. Thanks, Lost Boy.
Hello.
We're out of the house, and we've got to get power to the outlet that we put down. We just installed underneath the house, and we pulled power off of an outlet that is on the outside of the house that was newly installed. Now we're just going to tie into that outlet. On this particular situation, what would be ideal is to twist all this together and make a pigtail. Did we bring the extra wire that we cut off back with us? We should have. I know we should have.
Yes, it is.
No, that's the new one. We cut a piece off. Remember? Did we leave it under the house?
I think so.
No. Alright, well. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this off of this ground fault outlet and feed power to the other side. So we got to strip the sheath off of this. But this time we have power, and the way we know power, we always test before we do this, is we've got our multimeter that we use, and we're going to set our multimeter to voltage AC, VAC, and then we'll take one of the electrodes, one of the electrodes. There you go. We're going to take one of the electrodes and we're going to touch it to the black wire, or the gold screw, and one to the white, and we're going to see if we have voltage. And we do. 125 volts. So this outlet's hot, and we're going to work it hot, something that Sloth Boy's never done, because I don't feel like going and finding the breaker to turn the breaker off. Don't do this at home. If you're uncomfortable at all, just go and find the breaker and turn the power off to the breaker. So what we're going to do to protect ourselves is we're going to turn, we can touch anything on this outlet except for that gold screw, and then this gold screw that's underneath this tape. Those have power on them. Everything else is fine. So to keep ourselves safe while we work, we're going to turn all that stuff to the back to make it harder to touch. So we need to strip the sheath off of this. Go ahead and do that. Don't push too hard, just lightly score it. So you don't want to cut this. You don't want to cut the insulation on the wires underneath. Actually, I sharpened my blade since we were underneath the house. I've replaced the razor blade. If we want to cut it, pull this way and then push down. Take the paper off of that one. Now, one thing you're going to want to do is you want to cut these off so they're about the same length as what's existing. So cut them off to about right there.
Okay.
You can do them one a little bit longer, about right. Yeah, about right there. You can do them one at a time, or you can do them all at once. There we go. Alright. In our good fashion, we're going to go ground. So, if you look close, to see the ground is twisted together right in there. See how it's twisted together in there? Alright, so go ahead and take the ground wire off of this, because it's going to be easier to do that. Yeah, grab it from the ends, not the sides. I think that'll come out now. You just want to... You don't have to unscrew it all the way. What? Let me grab it. I'm just gonna untwist it a little bit. Still keeping the black to the back. There we go. Now, what we want to do, just to make it easier, is get this ground wire out from inside this cage that it's in. Now, if the ground wire touches the black wire, the gold screws, it'll spark and it'll scare you. Especially when it's being hot, with it being hot. Dangerously close to touching. There, got it. Now, see how I have my ground wires all together. Like this. This is where the next tool that we're going to use is going to come in handy dandy. It's called lineman's pliers. So we're going to grab these wires with the lineman's pliers, about right there, like that, and twist them to the right. Let me turn this out of the way. There we go. Because we just need to twist those ground wires together so that they make a good connection. See how they're twisting together? Hold on. Grab it right in there, inside the V. Now twist. Now it's doing it. That's probably good. Got it twisted together. Now we're going to take one of these and cut it off short. Turn them over. Now, we got this little piece that's sticking out that's just going to poke us. So we're going to, just because I don't like getting poked, fold it down. Alright, now we can put that back on the ground screw. Go ahead. Be careful not to touch the black. That go? You hold the pliers? No. Okay. Now, just for fun, where's the screwdriver? Here, hold that. Just for fun, because I think he's a little scared to work on this. A little scared?
I guess.
Yeah, it's okay. It's scary working them hot. And just push that down a little bit more, so that it makes a good connection, because that's what keeps people from getting electrocuted. Now, we're just going to go ahead and hook this up using the ground fault terminals on this outlet. So this dehumidifier will be double ground fault protected. All right, so go ahead and take the sticker off. Don't use your fingers. Use the pliers, just in case you touch something that's hot. Or use this and get it up, and then there you go. Now we need to loosen up. Well, let's strip these off of that inch or so. So as you did before, one at a time. Don't cut them. That one. Now, turn that out of the way. We can put this on this outlet on our screw terminal screws. You'll see it's mechanical, but see the holes in the back of the outlet?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Look real close. The screw's sticking out, and you see the mechanical connection is in the way. You see it in that one?
Mm-hmm.
You push the screw in, see how it moves it out of the way?
Yes.
So we're going to stick the wire in that hole.
To the bottom?
Yep, through the back. So it's going to go in just like that. Here, do that. You have to lift up a little bit on the outlet. You want to go all the way in, up, as far as it'll go.
Okay.
To get you?
Yeah.
See, it'll get you. See, but it didn't kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Sloth boy lives for another day.
Yep.
So then we're going to tighten the screw up. Go ahead and tighten the screw up. It will let you know that it's hot. Don't recommend doing this if you have a pacemaker to get you again.
No.
Okay. Or anything like that that could cause electrical shocks, could cause serious problems. I just want to check to make sure it's tight. That was good. Now we're going to do the same thing on this side. Now the secret is an electrician screwdriver. See all that insulation, all the rubber? As long as you're touching the rubber, it won't shock you. So I can touch this all day long, it won't shock me. But if I touch the metal and then touch the screw, it'll shock me. Sometimes even using the drill, it'll shock you through the drill. I've had that happen. So what we're going to do is hold the outlet like this, get the wire stuck in the hole, push, bend it up, push, 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 push. Alright. Okay, tighten. Go ahead and tighten it up. Alright. Now I'm going to give the camera to Sloth Boy, and I'm going to put the wires, the outlet back in the box, because this one is tight. And it's hard to get in there with that ground wire the way it is. There's no real secret. Just gotta be careful and force it in. Just like that. Now. Screws for the cover. On this type, because this is a weatherproof cover, the screws should be a little bit extra long, and they're not captive anymore. If you look right here, see the keyhole? One end is bigger, one end is smaller. So the bigger end is going to go on screw first, and then it'll slide up to the smaller end. Now it'll go over and snap in place. And it creates Nice water tight cover. We should be good. Let's test, reset. We're good. Except for one thing. When you hook up a ground fault outlet, it's tripped until it has power on it, and then you have to reset the power. So we have to go back underneath the house one more time and reset the outlet, reset the ground fault. We hooked the power up outside, hooked the outlet up there, and the dehumidifier is not working. That's because ground faults have to be reset. As soon as they get power on them, they're not set. The breaker's tripped inside the outlet. So do you remember how to reset the ground fault?
Yeah, you press the red button.
Push the button. Go for it.
Red button, right?
I think so. If it's not the red one, it's the black one. Sometimes you have to unplug it and to make room. There it is. And it came on and it's working. And that's it.
Bye.
Bye. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I don't know why they say that. I squeezed lemons the other day and it's really hard. Bye.